Hey everyone, how are y'all doing? I'm Natasha and you're on my YouTube channel. I'm rusty. This is crazy. Like, we're gonna tell our children in the future that everyone in the world had to stay inside their house to make sure that everyone was safe. There are a lot of people who aren't following these rules, but I am. With what's happening in the world and honestly my mental state, I was going to talk about my favorite female characters in this video. No, I kind of just want to talk about things that I was super excited for this year and my plans for the future and kind of like a life update video. But before we get into that, this video is sponsored by Redbubble and they're very good friends of mine and I am so excited to always be partnering with them. This one in particular is for International Women's Month. In the month of March, we are celebrating women, and though this is at the very end of March, I kind of just want to reflect on all of that. So I'm actually wearing a sweatshirt from them here today. This is Fight Like a Girl. I love Redbubble for all the different fun things that I can get printed onto things, and I mean, I have so much of their stuff. All my pillows, artwork behind me, that's from Redbubble. Redbubble fills my life, and it also helps me to support artists out there. I find so much joy in finding art pieces that speak to me instead of just picking up something random at Target. Curate and I collect things. I can't wait to show you what my apartment looks like right now. I'm so excited for just all the pieces that I have been able to collect for the past couple months, and I'm sure that collection will get bigger and bigger as I age. For International Women's Day, I did get pieces that were more centered around empowering women, and this is something that I am very passionate about. A little bit about me: I grew up in a very conservative family. My family is still very conservative, but as I've gotten older, my viewpoints have changed dramatically. When I was growing up, I always thought feminism was something really terrible. Like, you were a man-hater if you were a feminist. I think as we have gone through movements in our world and as I've grown up through those movements, my ideology has changed so much. I definitely have very liberal views when it comes to all of that. This sweatshirt brings me lots of joy. Every letter is themed to a Marvel character who is a woman. While I don't think Marvel does a great job in empowering women, and they've gotten better as the years go on, correct, right? I mean, my favorite female superhero is Wonder Woman. So, speaking of films, I got this notebook that says support women in films. There was such a cool year. I think it was 2018, 2017. I think when the Me Too movement started coming about, there was a Golden Globes where every person wore black. It was incredible. I picked up this notebook that says support women in film. I think I want to do more of that. Like, I have aspirations to get into film. I don't know how, I don't know where, but I want to become Reese Witherspoon and I want to make all my favorite books, movies. But this is just a lined notebook and this will come to me to work. Okay, next for my little haul, there's a hair on here. I have a You're Just Fine zipper pouch. I love these zipper pouches. They're great for organization. Like, perfect for lipsticks or something in your bag, or put medicines in. I carry a big bag these days, so it doesn't really have any pockets, so it's nice to have these zipper pouches just to keep things organized, and I'm a very organized human, so this brings me joy. Ooh, I got this t-shirt along with growing up in a conservative family. Obviously, I grew up Christian and I am very Christian. It's just a weird thing because there's a lot of negative connotations when you talk about religion. I like to say it's my faith, like my personal faith, a personal relationship with Jesus Christ, and He is my Lord and Savior. I just don't love when people say, like, yeah, I grew up Christian, or yeah, I'm Christian, because sometimes they don't really know what that means, because I see it as having a personal relationship with Jesus Christ, and that gives me purpose in my joy and gives me all the hope in the world. If I didn't have my faith, I didn't have a relationship with Jesus, I don't know if I would be this person, especially with everything that I've been through. So I have this shirt that says, she is clothed in strength and dignity and laughs without fear of the future. Oh crap, I always forget which Bible verse this is. I think it's Psalm. No. I just thought this would be really sweet and pretty just to like tuck into some jeans or tie up on the waist, and I'll probably wear this to work with like a big comfy sweater. I love it so much. Okay, another Bible verse thing that I got. I love the verses in the Bible that are about women. Now, there are some things in the Bible that even I have difficulty accepting. It says, God is within her, she will not fall. This is my favorite verse. It's Psalms 46:5. I have it in my like Instagram bio. I thought this was super pretty. I don't have a clock in my bedroom, and I think I'll probably put this, I don't know, there's a wall right behind you. This is not the time. What's the time? It's 8 o'clock. This says it's 10 o'clock. It's not 10 o'clock. Go down. Last Bible thing. My favorite verse, Psalm 46:5. I got this on a mug. This is one of their tall mugs. And this doesn't come off, which is great because I have a lot of cups right now that I've been washing the dishwasher and the little part of it is coming off. But I thought this was really pretty. I like the roses and I think this would make my morning coffee all that much more joyous. And then last, I got this super cool tote. Yes. This is everything. This tote says, visualize your highest self and start showing up as her. It's got a girl in a pink blazer with a coffee. This is just something that I like to say. And it is hard day by day to wake up and be motivated to do all the things that you're supposed to do, especially right now in this quarantine. So if you guys want to shop on Redbubble, I will link my favorites page down below. This is where I will keep all the art that I love on Redbubble and all these pieces that you see in this video. If you want to shop that, I find all the fun things on Redbubble. And I have a coupon code. I'll put it up here and then also in the description box down below. Go have fun. Go shopping. Go get yourself something cute and unique to support artists. I just think this tote really explains some of the things that like I want to accomplish this year, and as I go into this, I want you guys to think about what you want to accomplish this year, even though we are going through such a difficult time in our world. Visualize your highest self and show up as her. I was very lazy. There was a couple factors that went into that. I had a very poor home life. It was just very traumatic all around. This is kind of hard to go into just because I haven't really told my YouTube channel, but if you do follow me on Instagram, my mom passed away about a month ago. But this just is something that you have to know about me, and especially if you're going to watch this video. While I can be happy and fine up front, internally there's a lot of turmoil going on, and I will be seeing a counselor when all this is over because it's a lot. I am so happy to be making this video and to be here and to be healthy. It's hard, but we keep moving on because we are here in this world and God has put me here for a reason to keep going. And I will keep going, and I have so much hope for what I can accomplish in my life. So growing up, I didn't have a great situation. Did I tell you guys I dropped out of high school? I finished with a GED. It took me a long time to get going, to get started. You can use me as an example, but I have had certain situations that have led me to my success, but because I didn't go to college. I don't think you have to go to college to accomplish whatever you want to do. I think there's certain things that you do need to go to college as far as like skill learning and things like that. I didn't do it, and I'm perfectly fine, and I'm very happy to not have that debt right now. So I'm 26 now. I just had my birthday. And I feel like I finally got my momentum going last year. I love creating my personal content and I miss it so much. I knew that I needed something else. I needed to enter the workforce, or else I don't know if I could have kept that momentum going. About almost 2 years ago, a year and a half ago, I got a job at a fashion company called Amaryllis. There's a lot of things that I think led to me being successful enough to do this. So a lot of people start off, they go to high school, they get into college, they graduate, and then they enter in their first job. So I didn't do that at all. I did something very different. I started writing online. I started writing articles. I started going to movie premieres and interviewing people because I knew the right people from fandom, from the Twilight fandom. And that's what kind of got me and propelled me into the career that I have now. And it's so important that you make all the connections. Never give someone the cold shoulder. Always be open. Always be willing and kind to people because you never know who can help you. Don't go in with the intention of, maybe this person can get me to point B. Just go in with it with a genuine wanting for a connection. So I think that's the first step to becoming successful. Second step would probably be acquiring skills. So I wanted to start a YouTube channel because I was done with being behind the computer. I loved video and I loved seeing that. I wanted to be a part of it. So I learned how to edit video. It's easy, a lot of people can do it, but then there's other things that can really hone your skills, whether that's learning the entire Adobe suite or Final Cut or learning how to hack any of those programs. You are acquiring skills that are going to be lucrative in you presenting yourself to a company. Because I can edit video, I edit video for Amaryllis, and there's not a lot of people who can do that. Whether that's you know how to Photoshop really well. If you have the natural skill, just do it. If you have a knack for writing and creating beautiful words and putting them together, hone that skill. Especially if you're wanting to go into like a marketing social media job. I am talking in a marketing social media job. My current title at Amaryllis, I went from marketing assistant, talent coordinator. I handle all influencer relationships, models, and anything like that. I also help with a lot with the socials. I then moved on into the YouTube world. I started helping people. A lot of you guys don't know, but behind the scenes, I helped a lot of our favorite booktubers write emails and present themselves and be able to acquire sponsorships. Those skills helped me to become the talent coordinator. I could probably take what I have now and become like a talent manager and do that on my own, but I love working in fashion, so we're gonna keep doing that for a while. But you just take every opportunity that you can to learn and to grow yourself and be selfish with your mind. By learning all these things, you become more and more and more desirable to a company. I think at some point I will probably work for myself again, but at this time I like working with a team. I like having structure. I didn't really think that I needed structure. Plans for the future. So my biggest plan was moving out, and I did it, and I got my own apartment, and I'm decorating as I always wanted to, but life throws a wrench and my mom passed away, and then this quarantine happened, and I am in a weird place. I think for the future, I just really want to be more and more successful, but successful in different areas, not so much like my career, but also in like relationships. I want to be married. I want children. I want to be successful in both of those. I don't want to take any type of toxic behavior into any situation, but I can see myself doing some of those things. So I'm trying to write that. I want to cosplay. I want to learn how to sew. That is something that I've been dying to do for years and years and years. I'm going to start that during this quarantine. I got fabric. I have my mom's sewing machine, so I'm ready. I want to cosplay as Wonder Woman. I want to show people that plus size women can be beautiful and can be strong, and I want to show that on Instagram, on here. I want to put plus size women in movies. I want to see beautiful, strong women who don't need to change their bodies. I want to see that in cinema, and I want to help that. I want to make that happen. I want to create my own fashion line. I want to write a book. I want to write many books if I can. I want to help my friends be successful. I want to help my family be successful. I want to write something that makes people feel loved and feel seen, and all that is so important to me. And I want my faith to grow stronger and stronger and stronger as the years go on. And I want to be a beacon for people not to hate on religion, but to embrace it. I don't want to be angry. I don't want to hate. I don't want to be pessimistic. I don't want to always see the bad in the situation and think that something is going to fail and it's going to end. I always want to see my failures and the things that I go through as ways to grow. I want to empower people, whether that be publicly or personally, and I want to give hope to those who have no hope. I don't really know what this video is, but I'm glad I'm putting this out there, and I hope that I can encourage you all to put something out into the world and make it happen. It doesn't have to happen in your 20s, it doesn't have to happen in your 30s, it can happen in your 40s and your 50s and your 60s. You don't need to be successful in such an early age. Those things can come later on. I'm not just going to become a wife, I'm not just going to become a mother. There's going to be several people in my life that I'm going to be able to empower, and whether that be just familiar or through a work relationship or personally, I'm ready for the life ahead of me. I'm gonna miss my parents. I'm really gonna miss my parents through all this. But I know God has placed some amazing people in my life, and I have such a great family, and such great friends. This video turned out to be like a cry fest. I'm sorry if anyone's crying. I didn't mean to do this, but oh gosh, my makeup's all gonna be messed up. Oh, how do I fix this? Well, thank you so much, you all, for watching, and thank you, Redbubble, for sponsoring this video. They're really great. They're definitely supporting me through all this, and I love the company, so please think about supporting them. My heart goes out to each one of you who are majorly affected by this quarantine, and I love you, and I'm praying for you. I know you guys understand. It's something awful that I had to go through. I love you all very much, and always remember to keep calm and fangirl on. I'll be back with more videos, more happy Disneyland videos. Bye!